This is the Reds Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, everyone. You are here on the Locked On Reds Postcast. I am Tim Daniel. I have been covering the Reds in podcast form for 5 seasons for publications such as The Riverfront and Late Night Reds. Today, the Cincinnati Reds lose to close out the first season of the series versus the San Francisco Giants 6-3. And guys, it was not good. Not good at all. But hey, here's what we're talking about.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, so we're going to go. It's going to be a little negative today. I think the last couple of days we found a way to be positive, even in the opening day lost. And yesterday, obviously, with the win. I'm a little upset about a couple of things today. So I want to make sure we discuss it. First things first, defense today. What happened from yesterday? That wasn't very good. We want to make sure we discuss a little bit of that. I understand TJ Friedl not starting today, but I want to know why he wasn't used in other situations. So I want to get to that as well. And then I just really want to look at some iffy lineup decisions the Reds made today. So particularly what was put out there on the field to start the game. So we will get to all of that and more. But guys, let's go ahead and start right here. The defense from yesterday compared to today was day and night. It was really, really difficult to watch, and a couple things particular I want to mention. The first thing I want to get to is really just the ending when the Giants put it away in the 8th. So you have the steal of third base. So Candelario misses the tag. You have quite a few different plays like that. You have a bunch of balls that are kind of fieldable that don't go their way. I thought the defense was rough today, and I just really didn't understand what happened. Why is this going to be? I mean, I understand they're probably not a very good defensive team, but a couple things that really jumped out. So I want to start with Elly De La Cruz has the error there to start the inning where he has a bad throw. Christian Encarnacion Strand misses the scoop. So that's, on both ends, that makes quite a bit of the difference there. And then you have the missed tag as well, which leads to the go-ahead run. The run that makes the Giants up two runs, and it was bad. Now, I'm not freaking out after 3 games, but for the Reds to be good this year, I really do think that, obviously, the biggest here's your sign that Tim Daniel is going to say on the Locked On Reds postcast today, guys, is you got to be better defensively than you were last year, right? Kind of goes without being said. Today, they were not. They were not at all. Yesterday, stellar. Today, brutal. Yes, Jason, I agree. It's 3 games. I'm not freaking out. I see the comments. But guys, we're going to be okay. I still believe in this team quite a bit. But today was kind of rough there. It's going to be something where I think they're going to be better. Today, they were not. If they could just be somewhere in between that consistently through the season, we'll be okay, right? Today was not one of those days. They gave them a lot of easy runs. They kind of made a couple of things happen where things didn't make a lot of sense. And I don't understand some of the decision making there either. So we go through that situation there. I thought that today the defense really kind of the defensive side really let them down, especially if they made the run to get back in the game. This was pretty bad. So I think we'll be fine. Chad Dotson will be okay, Tim. Yes, Chad, I do think we'll be okay. I still believe in this team. I just want to know why it's going to be. I guess this is what it's going to be, right? They're going to be a little inconsistent defensively. That's fine. Some of these comments we're seeing here, though, Juwan says this team has no talent. I didn't realize the team with Elly De La Cruz meant they didn't have talent. Let's calm down there. John Hughes, I am freaking out after 3 games, just like the 2024 Reds, simply no offense. I don't think that's true either. Look, guys, this is a whole new thing. I mean, like Jason said a couple times already in the chat, it's 3 games. We got 159 of these to go. It's going to be okay. I mean, it's either, and I think this team's going to figure it out. Now, like I'm saying, yes, if they're going to be this rough defensively majority of the year, which I don't think they will, I would be more worried about the offense, but I think the offense is going to come through. I feel like things are going to go their way. And just like, I don't know. I don't really understand a lot of things. So Matt McLain misses that blopper there. I'm not going to fret that against him as I'm having this argument here. Austin Wynns has the throw. I thought Austin Wynns made a really good throw when Fitzgerald tried to steal third there, and Candelario just missed a tag. So really, that's kind of, I think, what really put them behind the 8 ball in this game, where I thought they made a really nice run at it. I thought they had a big fight, but I really also wonder what was going through their minds there. I really did think that I thought Gavin Lux played okay and left. Didn't have a whole lot of situations talking about Blake Dunn, but it just wasn't their day defensively, obviously. And I think they shot themselves in the foot there more than anything else. So we checked that up to a bummer of a game. WTI Trader, same BS mistakes from the Bell era. I'm not going that far. I do think Candelario probably had a couple situations to stay at third base where he really could have been better. I do wonder when this team is healthy and they get all their guys, what does third base consistently look like? But that's a Jeff and Steve show conversation. So I don't think I don't think CES played a bad first base this weekend. I think he made a bad play, but yesterday made a really great play to keep the game afloat, to keep them getting a shot at the win. I thought today could have been a win. But it just doesn't happen, guys. I think that I'm seeing the comments, I'm seeing the chats. Yes, I came here and I'm a little negative, more than I often am. I'm not freaking out there. I don't think this is going to be the series as the be-all, end-all. I will say, I'm very glad that next week is the last of the Red Sea, the San Francisco Giants for the season, as they have to go there early next week for a 3-game set on the West Coast. I don't want to have to see them again until the playoffs if need be. So that's, the ideal part of it. Just kind of left some plays on the field, and the offense kind of sputtered a bit. But at the end of the day, I'm not freaking out. I just feel like if I didn't come here and discuss the Cincinnati Reds' bad defensive performance, then I'm not doing my job. So yes, the defense does not help them today. They lose 6-3 against the San Francisco Giants. They drop the first set of the year. But with that being said, there's a beautiful thing about baseball is tomorrow's a new day. And coming up in the next segment here, I want to get to something that really jumped out to me. I understand why TJ Friedl didn't start today. Why was he not used as a pinch hitter at all? Let's discuss that more in the next segment. March Madness is here, and FanDuel is giving you the chance to get on the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when you have your first $5 bet wins. That's 200 extra bucks using everything from buzzer beater to Cinderella stories and even who's cutting the nets. For me, I love using my bets on FanDuel for the Cincinnati Reds and game props. I want to know, how many strikeouts do they think Hunter Green's going to have today? Do they think Ellie De La Cruz is going to homer? Do they feel like Matt McLain has 2 hits in him today? I love finding all that out and seeing what I feel like is the best value on FanDuel Sports. With tournament games happening almost every day, there's almost something exciting to bet on. The FanDuel app is simple to use, and when I win, I get paid instantly. No waiting around. So use FanDuel.com and get on the college hoops action all tournament long. Thanks for listening to Locked On Reds here on YouTube or your podcast app of choice. Make sure you're also turning into my really good friends, Jeff Carr and Steve Offenbaker, Monday through Friday on this very feed as they deep dive into each and every game as a whole on Locked On Reds. All right, folks. So now we get to what we try to say, the turning point of today's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Today, the turning point, I'd have to say, was probably the 8th inning. Yes, they were already down, but as they made that rally, when they get back into the game in the 6th, they make it a 4-3 game. The crowd super into it. You saw the countdown of the pitch clock. That was so cool. I really loved that they had that going for them. I thought that it created kind of a home field advantage. You heard Barry Larkin mention that as well. This could be something the Reds fan base can use in these home games at GABP. But there was some things there where when the 8th inning comes, and everything just happened that last segment I talked about where the defense kind of gave up some situations. That's, I think, where they lost this game. But they have a chance to get back to it, and we're going to be okay there as well. All right, guys. So as we saw today, the Reds put out, if Thursday was Terry Francona's David Bell moment in his decision to ninth inning, today was his Dusty Baker and his Sunday lineup. So that is how I will put this game. But I just had a couple things where I want to discuss. So obviously Santiago Espinal hitting second, playing right field. I don't mind him hitting second because he had a really good year last year against lefties. Didn't love the right field situation, but also there's some things that we have to kind of look at there if this is going to be the Reds' backup plan in the corner outfield. Spencer Steer, another rough day, 0 for 3. I really don't know if he's benefiting himself or if he's benefiting the team right now. And that's the thing I'm kind of really worried about. So with the shoulder injury, you understand. I mean, I definitely appreciate that he talked himself into the lineup. I definitely appreciate he talked himself to be on the big league roster on opening day. But this has not been good so far. 0 of 7, 3 strikeouts. Again, only played 2 games. But this is going to be something where I think they really have to kind of make a decision. If this is the right thing to do, then they got to figure out a better game plan for him, and they got to figure out a new strategy. But that is where I'm really curious. So Spencer Steer has that last at bat, has a 1 pitch out. And at that point, let me go ahead and look real quick at the box just to make sure I have the correct name. He's going against, forgive me here, guys. He's going against Trevino. Their Trevino, not the Reds guy catcher. Why are you not using TJ Friedl there? And I'm curious if this is a situation where there's something that they aren't telling us about TJ Friedl, because it continued. So he doesn't get the at bat for Steer there. Steer as a ground out in the first on the 1 pitch at bat. Whatever. Okay. And then you get to the 8th inning, and they bring in their Rogers, and you go, okay, cool. So Blake Dunn's going to be like, TJ Friedl will hit there, right? No, he doesn't hit there. Now, I will give Blake Dunn credit. That was a really good at bat, and he really put some pressure on him there. Jacob Hurtubise comes up to pinch it next over TJ Friedl. Okay, Jacob Hurtubise is a really good at bat, and kudos to those guys. I still personally would use Friedl there. They didn't. And then we get to a situation Matty McLain has an at bat, and then comes Santiago Espinal with the right-handed pitcher still on the mound. And once again, they let Espinal at bat, and TJ Friedl left on the bench. So I'm not saying TJ Friedl is a 4-run difference today where the Reds win this game if he's in there or not. But I'm genuinely curious why he wasn't used in these situations, because Terry Francona has preached TJ Friedl's name a ton through spring training. I mean, you've heard it on both broadcasts before today. He says, like, you heard the commentators go like, Terry Francona says, this is my leadoff hitter. I need you on base twice a game. Okay, why aren't you using him there? I feel like Tito there, I don't want to say, I mean, he has his reasons for stuff. He's a Hall of Fame manager for a reason. He's won world championships. He's been to World Series. He certainly knows baseball far better than I do. And we're just sitting here on our couches, right? Being couch managers, drinking our beers, watching the game, right? But I don't understand why you don't use him in any of those situations. I really would have given him an opportunity there. I feel like the way the Reds are currently set up, you're better with TJ Friedl batting, right, than anyone else there. So with him, it didn't go there. I mean, they didn't go their ways, obviously, with the 3 at-bats for Steer. But again, give credit to Dunn, give credit to Hurtubise for their at-bats. I lean towards the guy I know I can trust to potentially do something there. They did not. And then also, Espinal still batting in that situation. I don't get it. But that's kind of how we go there as well. But I really just want to make sure we talk about that. And I'm looking through the comments here, and it seems like some of you guys don't agree with me, which is fine. Branch Brown mentions, yeah, Dunn did really battle in that bat. I thought he really did. Chris Schreiber, CES is a better team, in my opinion, will grow. I definitely agree with that as well. Honest Fan says CES still swinging awful pitches. I don't know if I would go that far. And sorry if my mic peaked there on you guys. I got the big warning red light there. But my thought process in CES, and I know he had that double play, but oh yeah, Steve, you're absolutely right. I didn't even think about Jake Fraley also available on the bench today. So neither of those guys get that at bat. But I really want to kind of talk about this because I thought that was kind of a really unique situation as well. Why are we talking about with Christian Encarnacion Strand? Yeah, he hits that double play. Yeah, he has 2 strikeouts today. I didn't mind his performance. I didn't mind his approach at the plate today. I really didn't. I know he hit that double play. I can't be happy for him and like give him praise like I did on Thursday when he's hitting balls up the middle and it's going through, and then today be mad at him for it, right? Because that's what happened with the double play. That happens. That's life. And, it's baseball. There's bad luck there. So I'm not going to be too hard on Christian Encarnacion Strand for his game today. He's been very good through the year. Jeimer Candelario went 0 for 4 today. Made contact in all 4 at bats, though. So I'm not going to be mad at him either. I guess I can find a way to spin some positivity, guys, because, hey, I'm Tim Daniel. This is what I do, right? How about Austin Wynns today? 2-run jack, right before Maddie McLain hits the one to make it within a 1-run game. That was a really fun ending for the team. I thought Ellie's single today. Look, I know we're talking about a single, but here's what I really love about Ellie De La Cruz right now. Is he flat out knows that he is not going to get anything to hit, and they're going to be very limited how much they throw strikes to him. And he still found a way to get a hit today. And it was a really nice at bat. It was him just kind of expanding the strike zone a little bit more than he has in the past. Molly, this is a family show. Molly, sheesh. Come on now. But this was really a game when I thought Ellie had a really nice at bat there. So we'll go ahead and chalk it to that. Our last segment today, guys, I really just kind of want to go through the lineup and kind of get some things out. But hey, we got to name someone to be player of the game, right?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And guys, I just mentioned him, but today's Locked On Player of the Game is Austin Wynns. The 2-run homer, which was a no-doubter into Laterrace outfield, about 7 or 8 rows up from the wall. That was a great at-bat. That was a really, really nice play. Really happy for Austin Wynns. His first home run since 2023. I believe John Sedek said it was against the Giants. So that was, a really nice moment for him. But let's give him some shout-outs there as well. And as we're talking about that. So, okay. I joked earlier that Terry Francona today put out the Dusty Baker special. For those who've been longtime Reds fans, we know that as the WTF lineup on Sundays. And today was interesting. Now, things I loved. I love Ellie still saying it at the 30 spot. I love that is where he's going to be. I personally am a guy who wants to see Ellie De La Cruz bat second to get more at-bats. I don't mind him being the 3 spot, especially with a guy like Matt McLain and most days TJ Friedl ahead of him. Matt McLain leads off today. I love it. I thought that, he went 1 for 4. He had a homer. The OPS to start the season for him is 1,000. Love it. Thought he was awesome. I know he struck out. I know he had 3 outs today, but Matt McLain's back. He's all the way back. You heard Steve talk about it on our short here on the YouTube channel yesterday. Matt McLain is all the way back, and it's going to be a glorious year. Santiago Espinal, again, had no issue with him in the lineup today. Really didn't necessarily have an issue with him in second. But what in the world? The right field thing, we just talked about it. I don't know if I love it. I probably would have hit him lower in the order, to be honest. I don't hate number 2 in the order, but that's not where I have him. Ellie, Encarnacion Strand, Candelario. Another, Spencer Steer hitting where he probably should be right now, but Blake Dunn using this game. This was something where I didn't love the lineup. I feel like this lineup wasn't set up to win. And at some point, you got to give world-class tennis player Robbie Ray credit. Oh, he plays baseball. You couldn't tell by the noises he was making on the mound today. But he had 5 1/3. And when the Reds finally got to him the 3rd time through the order, it took a little bit to get there. But I thought that they weren't really set up for success today to really win this game. It felt like it was I wouldn't say it's a throwaway game. I don't know if Terry Francona is a throwaway game kind of manager. But I did not like the lineup today. I feel like there were things they could have done better. And look, I'll end the show here with one quick thing. It is the 3rd game of the season. I see the comments. I understand you guys have waited for baseball for a very long time like I have. Let's not freak out yet. If this keeps happening through April and May, yes, absolutely. We have worries. Today was just not a good day at the ballpark. And guess what? The beauty of baseball is you get to go back tomorrow, and tomorrow they are back And hey, I'm really excited for tomorrow's game as the Texas Rangers come to town for 3 against the Cincinnati Reds, and Brady Singer will be making his debut for the Cincinnati Reds against base pitching phenom for the Rangers, Kumar Rocker. If you're a fan of young up-and-coming pitchers, this is going to be a really fun game to watch. I'm really excited for this matchup. It's 6:40. I'll be here right after the game as well. So it's going to be a really good one. But I am running out of time here. Once again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Sunday afternoon. I wish it could have been a better conversation we were having today and have a lot more fun. But don't forget, we will be here after each and every single game. Yes, David Brown says it right here, RELAX. I know Steve Offenbaker loves that Ohio State National Championships graphic you have there. I do not, but we know why. So give it credit there where credit's due. Of course, once again, guys, Monday through Friday, Jeff and Steve Locked on Reds. You don't want to miss it. And I'm kind of shocked. As you guys know from my late night Reds days, I normally have my Sunday nights that I have to look forward to, my 9 o'clocks. This is my first free Sunday night in a long time. I think my wife might not love it at the end of the day, but everyone, I will see you tomorrow. And thanks again for always being Locked on Reds.